New guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control announced today will allow schools to have most students return to the classroom both here in Utah and around the United States.
The announcement is based in part on research done at the University of Utah. The CDC now recommending the proper social distance between students can be 3 feet instead of 6 feet. That's based on various studies, including one here in Utah. It's called the HERO Project, which is a collaboration between University of Utah Health and the David Eccles School of Business. Their conclusions were similar to other national research.
These schools used several prevention strategies to limit spread, most importantly, strict requirements for mask use. Overall, we found very low rates of in-school transmission.
This is expected to be welcome news for parents who have been eager to get their children back into the classroom safely and on a full-time basis. As teachers and parents hear these new guidelines announced today, some are saying social distancing has not been happening in Utah's classrooms.
Fox 13's ERIN Cox joins us live with what the parents are saying. ERIN.
Yeah, Bob and Kelly, teachers and parents tell me that there's anywhere from 20 to 30 students in each classroom, and try as they did, it's nearly impossible to social distance.
I have 21 kids in my room.
The layout of Michelle Barker's classroom, desks together with an attempt to social distance.
At this age, they still need to work with partners often.
There's not enough room in the classroom to move their desks 6 feet apart, and even if they could, Barker says they haven't been able to keep the kids from moving close to each other once they're out of their desks.
Kids are kids. You know, when they get in line, and it's hard to enforce 6 feet apart. There's no way my kids could line up 6 feet apart in the classroom to go to lunch or to library.
A challenge SHELLY NAZER's middle schooler has found too.
Especially, in the busy hallways, to stay 6 feet apart.
Something that makes the new social distancing guidelines announced by the CDC not really relevant.
I think the biggest challenge with the new guideline recommendation is, where they're saying that it's with strict adherence to mask compliance, and I think especially in the elementary school, that's difficult.
Teachers say there's still a mask mandate in schools, even if restrictions lift everywhere else.
We still remember that we are still in a pandemic, and our schools are experiencing it differently. But we need to make sure that we follow the science and protect our communities, our students, our educators who are in those schools.
My desk is here in the corner. They're in groups.
Wearing masks, teachers say, is the one thing there's room enough for everyone to do.
Whether or not you agree with the mask mandate, we have to follow it in school. So if you can encourage your kids, hey, we've got to do this.
Now, if there is a high community spread within the area, the CDC recommends to continue doing that 6 feet social distancing. They also recommend it for school assemblies, choir classes, as well as sports and athletics. In Salt Lake City, ERIN Cox, Fox 13 News.